It's now time to say goodbye to the Black Beauty. Let's get her cleaned up. So first I'll give it a wash and then put its original components back to it. This is the Physique Antares R3 saddle. I really like this saddle, so I'm gonna keep it. And I'll put the Cannondale one back on. And these bottle cages are Bontrager Elite, 38 gram each. Does the job. I'll take them off. Might sell them as an add-on. Next thing we're gonna do is to change these tires off these wheels and put the original tires back on. These, what I'm using is a 25mm Bontrager all-weather tire, and on the rear wheel what I've got is a blue Schwalbe trainer tire, because I've kept this bike on the trainer for quite a while during the 3-month lockdown that is in Melbourne.
To use this to do.
That was really hard to get off.
I really wait to wash my hands.
It was really tight. The Bontrager tire is a lot easier to dismount. These 25mm are quite nice. It's very light and you can go quite fast on this. The original tire that came with this bike was 30mm, and that gives you a lot of comfort, but I felt like just a little bit heavy. So I've been using these since. Now let's put this 30mm tires on. These are the ones that came with the bike. That was Victoria Zafiro.
Now you have to
30mm.
now.
So now the bike has been cleaned up, and I think I'll just talk about it a little bit to introduce you to the bike that I'm selling. This is the Cannondale Synapse 105 alloy version. So it's an aluminium frame. The front fork is carbon. The seat posts and everything else is aluminium. The group set is not fully 105. The shifters, the front and rear derailleurs are Shimano 105, but Cannondale use their own components on it. So you can see the crankset, the chainring is FSA. It's a compact chainring in the front, and at the rear it's an 11-speed. So there you can see it, and the rear is an 11-speed cassette. And the gear ratio is actually very good for hill climbing, or if you're into doing endurance racing, because at the rear you've got 11-34, which is massive. So for the smallest gear you can have 34 in the front and then 34 at the back. It's like a 1-to-1 ratio, which is really low. And the rest of it, the handlebars are 41 centimeters, I think, which I think in hindsight is a little bit big for me. So I felt like when I'm riding the bike, I feel like it's very wide. And the frame itself is really comfortable. It's of endurance geometry. You can see it's got quite a high head tube, so it's really good for long distance riding. What I don't like about this bike is that the wheels. The wheels are Maddox wheels, so they feel a little bit dull, just that little bit slow when you accelerating. So if you want to go really fast, you want to do a sprint, these do feel a little bit slow. I'll bring the camera closer to the bike so you can take a better look.